Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most epic rivalries in comic book history, Spider-Man versus Venom. It's not just a battle of strength, it's also a clash of ideas, identities, and all the feels that come with it. Let's get into it. So let's start with our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Peter Parker, the kid who gets bitten by a radioactive spider, goes from being a normal high school nerd to swinging through the streets of New York City in a flashy red and blue suit. He learns pretty quickly that with great power comes great responsibility. But it's never smooth sailing. Peter struggles with his personal life, maintaining relationships, and, saving the city from the bad guys. It's his dedication to doing what's right that makes us root for him, even when his life gets tough. Now let's talk about Venom. Picture this, an alien symbiote that's not just some gooey monster. It's a powerful force that bonds with people. Our main guy here is Eddie Brock, a disgraced journalist who blames Spider-Man for ruining his life. When this angry dude gets together with the symbiote, they form Venom, a villain with a serious chip on his shoulder. Venom's got some killer abilities, like super strength and the power to blend into shadows. Yeah, he's basically Spider-Man, but with a darker twist. And trust me, their conflict is personal and super intense. So, how did Venom come to be? Well, it all starts when Peter Parker actually wears the alien symbiote as part of his Spider-Man suit. It seems cool at first. He feels stronger and more unstoppable. But soon, he realizes that this thing is affecting his mind and amplifying all his darker impulses. Eventually, Peter manages to ditch the symbiote, but it doesn't just float away. It finds Eddie Brock, who's angry, bitter, and ready for revenge. This is where things get complicated. The symbiote gives Brock incredible powers, but it also fuels his hatred for Spider-Man. Venom is born out of Peter's own mistakes, and now he's got a huge personal vendetta against his former self. Talk about a crazy turn of events. When Spider-Man and Venom finally face off, it's like fireworks. This isn't a typical superhero battle. It's personal, raw, and intense. Venom knows everything about Peter Parker, making the fight a lot more than just physical. In their first big showdown, Venom's strength and size give him a serious advantage, and Spider-Man has to rely on his speed, agility, and smart thinking to keep up. It often feels like it's not just a battle of brawn, but also a test of wits. The tension is thick because Spider-Man is facing a version of himself twisted by rage, and it's terrifying. You can almost feel Peter's inner conflict as he fights a foe that's partly born from his own choices. Now let's dig into why Venom is such a fierce opponent. Eddie Brock's backstory is just as tragic as Peter's. He's a guy who lost it all and feels betrayed, mainly by Spider-Man. Venom's motivations come from a place of deep pain and anger. The symbiote amplifies these feelings, pushing Brock to not just want to defeat Spider-Man, but to destroy everything he stands for. This obsession makes him an even more formidable foe. He's driven not just by strength, but by a personal vendetta that runs deep. As we watch this battle unfold, we see some pretty heavy themes. One big one is identity. Both characters are wrestling with who they are. Peter struggles with his guilt over the symbiote and the power it gave him. Venom is constantly trying to redefine himself as more than just a villain. This theme of responsibility is central to both characters. Peter learns the hard way that his actions have consequences, while Brock embodies what happens when someone lets anger take control. So how does it all end? Their battles are intense, with plenty of twists and turns, and sometimes they even team up against bigger threats. But at the end of the day, Spider-Man learns to take his mistakes in stride, while Venom continues to seek out redemption in his own dark way. All right, folks, that's a wrap on our dive into Spider-Man versus Venom. What do you think about their epic rivalry? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more awesome content, and stay tuned for our next video exploring another legendary comic battle. Catch you later.